What's up everybody, welcome back to Fight Bible. Joe and Peaches here for another brand new video. Today we are going to be looking at what I think are some of the highest subscribed YouTube channels on YouTube. This is a massive pool to fish from. I have found literally hundreds of channels ranging from massive productions with hundreds of members of staff down to individuals who have just mastered their craft, mastered their promotion and put out amazing content. I have cherry picked a little bit. I've tried to find guys who put out good content that is MMA based. Peachy, stop it. What do you want? What do you want? You just want to get in my mouth? Okay. I have tried to find channels which are mostly solo run, ones which are inspired by the people. Someone who started off very much like myself, set out to make amazing content for themselves and a few friends, and then eventually over years of hard work, the channel's taken off. So we are going to start with the highest viewed down to the lowest viewed. I say lowest viewed, we're still talking hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and then I have a couple of honorable mentions towards the end. So I hope you enjoyed the list video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, here we go. Number 1. Number 1 is the UFC. I'm already breaking my own rule here. I did kind of say that this is for individuals, but I wanted to set a bar. I wanted to set the ultimate fighting bar. A channel fully dedicated to only fighting and its subscribers. And the UFC have racked up 12.5 million subscribers in the last decade of being on YouTube. That's an amazing, amazing number. Especially seeing as YouTube doesn't like violence, blood and swearing, and pretty much that's in every single video. So they've done really, really well to not get kicked off, because we had a video done for graphic violence for showing a clip from a video that was on the UFC's channel. So, you know, if it's fair for one, it's fair for everybody, but obviously not. So number 1 spot goes to the UFC at 12.5 million subscribers. This one is a favorite of the people, and I believe he is probably the highest viewed and highest subscribed independent YouTuber, and that goes to Shane Faison at Fighttips. Congratulations, Shane, at nearly 3 million subscribers. Your channel has been rocking for years. You put out amazing content. It's very simplified, it's basic, it's technique based, but people love it. We struggle with technique videos. I don't know whether it's just because we're not doing it for long enough, we haven't done enough of them, but sometimes the drier, more slow tempo technique stuff takes longer to take off. Whereas Shane, you've absolutely smashed it, mate. So congratulations on your hundreds of millions of views and your millions of subscribers. And I only wish you the best. And you are flying the flag for MMA channels across the world. So thank you very much for that one, mate. In third place, and this one is a questionable one, it is Master Wong at 2.78 million subscribers. You know, fighting technique, not so much, but then again, that's all he really does. But I think people aren't really watching it for the technique. They're watching it to see almost like, I wonder how Master Wong gets out of this one. It's almost like a cross between like a MacGyver sketch and a James Bond sketch and like Kato from Green Hornet. It's just all over the place, but you know, you got to give it to the dude. He has made an amazing fan base for what he does. Not my personal favorite, but fair play to him. You know, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. And at, you know, 2.78 million subscribers, I'm sure he is making in big bank for himself, and he's probably going to share that wealth with his family and his friends and support his local community because he's a nice guy. But fight-wise, not so much. Next one down is an even worse one, but again, I have to give him credit, and that is Mr. Jake Mace. At 1.72 million subscribers, Jake's been around for a bloody long time, and his techniques are questionable. He's good at what he does. He's good at Tai Chi. He's good with weapons, you know, like classical Chinese martial arts like bow staffs and tonfas and all that other nunchucks and stuff like that, yeah, fine. If you like that stuff, brilliant. As a fighting channel, not so much, but I have to give him the props again. He started his channel, he's worked his way up, and he is now one of the highest viewed YouTubers in this field. So as much as I don't like the dude and I don't like what he does, meh, you know, gotta give it to him. Next one is Funker Tactical. Again, kind of breaking my own rules because this is not so much one guy as it is a bit of a team on set. And also it's not just straight MMA content, it's weapons, it's police training, it's everything in between. It's a whole genre of fighting and violence. But I have to give it to them. Again, at 1.1 million subscribers, they've done great. And they're teaching a lot of very valuable lessons which fill the gaps for a lot of people and show the more kill 'em fast side of fighting, which, again, there's a need for it in this world. There's definitely a need for the ability to kill people. The sport application side, it's in there as well. They do jiu-jitsu stuff, they do everything in between. But congratulations, guys, you're doing really great at 1.1 million, so we hope to be there one day. Next up is a very interesting one because he has gone dark for almost 5 years, but he still has almost 1 million subscribers. And that is Trav from Fightsmart. I'm sure many of you have seen his video which got tens of millions of views of him putting in a gum shield, giving random people a pair of boxing gloves and saying, punch me in the face, just to prove how good his head movement is. That video hasn't really been replicated by anybody since, and that video is nearly 10 years old. Trav kind of went down the route more of the online subscription service, didn't really put much out on YouTube, but I really, really like the guy. Honestly, way before I started a YouTube channel, we're probably talking 7 years ago now, I used to watch Trav, and I liked him. I got to understand his personality, I enjoyed watching his stuff, and he was kind of the first YouTuber I actually watched for MMA stuff. So yeah, Trav, wherever you are, mate, keep making videos, bud, because you deserve that 1 million subscriber plaque. You're at 940,000. So please get back to making videos because you are fucking brilliant. Next up, we have the most deadly martial art of all, and that is Master Ken. Master Ken, you are an absolute legend, my friend. For those who haven't seen Master Ken, please go over and check out his channel. It is a gentleman called Matthew Page. He's a professional actor in the US, and he plays the part of Master Ken. He is a parody act of every martial arts instructor you will ever come across. He is the most deadly. His hands are registered as deadly weapons. The moves he does cannot be beaten. But with 890,000 subscribers, he has taken what you could only imagine as a niche market of a parody of a martial arts channel and turned it into a commercial success for both himself, his team, and for the enjoyment of hundreds of millions of people around the world. So for that one, Master Ken, congratulations. Next up, we have Gracie Breakdowns, coming in at 720,000 subscribers. This channel is run by Gracie from the famous Gracie Jiu-Jitsu family. This guy is so dedicated to his sport that I really have to hand it to him. He does some amazing programs. He runs the Gracie University. He has hundreds of thousands of students around the world, hundreds of thousands of law enforcement officers across the US. They are giving away free courses to police officers that want to better themselves when it comes to handling suspects. That is a very, very honourable thing to do, especially seeing as it's coming out of his pocket. So fair play to Renier for doing that. Also, the channel is brilliant. He teaches some really good self-defense stuff, practical application, sport fighting, as well as self-defense stuff, using the sport application, which is the best way to apply a self-defense technique. If you can use it in a controlled environment like a gym, the ability to use it in a self-defense situation will come way more natural. You know, if you're doing Krav Maga and your defense is to gouge someone's eyes out, you can't really train that in a controlled situation. So when it comes to it, the effects of the control aren't really possible. So doing things which you can test in the gym is the best form of self-defense, realistically, because the other person who's attacking you, likelihood, ain't gonna have a fucking clue what you're doing. But if you know exactly what you're doing, you're always gonna, I say always, you're 99% of the time you're gonna win that fight. So, for the Gracie family and for Renee Gracie at Gracie Breakdowns, good work, guys. Keep up the good work, keep the content flowing, because you're fighting a really, really good fight and helping a lot of people. And lastly in this list, we have Fight Science. Fight Science is run by Professor Mark Phillips. Out of London, he is a Wing Chun, Kung Fu and MMA guy. He's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. He started the channel as his own. He's a doctorate in criminology. He's got lots of qualifications and things like that. I'm not a massive fan of his videos because he does a lot of it quite arrogantly. He's laughing it off like it's super easy. Like, anyone can do this. Yeah, just do this, do this, do this. And it's like, that's not really how it works. But I like his breakdown videos. He does a really methodical walkthrough for a lot of street fight scenes, which again got us in trouble a couple of years ago. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and we get fucked, whereas everybody else just kind of gets away with it. You know, he's okay. Yeah, he's all right. But his channel at 710,000 subscribers, he's done very well for himself. So got to put it to him for that. And now we come to our honorable mentions. These are, I would like to say, our YouTube friends. From the very beginning, we all kind of started at the same sort of time back in the day, about 2.5 to 3 years ago. We were the new kids on the block. There were a couple of channels that we got talking to. We dropped a couple of ideas with in the comments, and we kind of fed off of each other, and we grew together. And then obviously we lost a channel and had to get reset, set back to zero, and they have taken off and done so well, and we are really proud of these guys as well for doing exactly what they should be doing, which is creating great content for you guys, the viewers, and also taking their life into their own hands and making their own money from something which is as good as making content. You know, like for a lot of these boys that own gyms, earning money is hard. You know, you have to put in the hours. You have to do PT at stupid o'clock at night just to try and get that extra $50 or £50. You have to run kids classes and seminars. Whereas making content, if you can make $5,000, $6,000 a month extra, that's financial freedom. That is the difference between working your ass off to keep the lights on and enjoying your life. So congratulations to these boys. First on the list is Icy Mike at Hard to Hurt. Mike has done really, really well. In January of 2018, when we first set up Fight Perfect, Mike had 5,000 subscribers. We had none. We got to 5,000, Mike hit 10,000. We got to 10,000, he hit 20,000. We got to 20,000, he hit 40,000. By the time we got kicked off at 60,000 subscribers, Mike hit 100K. 2 years on from that, he is now at 377,000 subscribers, and I can't be more proud of the guy. He puts out great content, he's a great family man, he's a great instructor, he's a pillar of his community, and he helps a lot of people. So for that one, Mike, congratulations, mate. You definitely well deserve it. Next on the list is Sensei Seth. Again, another one of the boys from the original group, a good friend of Mike, a good friend of a few of the other friends in our group. What I like about Seth is that he started his channel as a karate channel, and he slowly diversified, his skills changed, and now I would say he's closer to a Muay Thai kickboxer than a strict karate guy. He's also started grappling. He's a big dude. I think he was a linebacker when he played football in college or something or other. I think I've heard him mention that in a few videos. And I think he's only getting better. And at 136,000 subscribers, the dude deserves way more subs. He deserves to be way up there in the rankings. I love his content. His parody videos and his comedy sketches are hilarious. I wish I was that funny and I could write them, because I would love to do something similar, but I ain't quick enough for that. So congratulations, Seth. Keep it up. Next up, we have Fight Commentary Breakdowns. Jerry has done really, really well with this channel. He has 158,000 subscribers, and for what is essentially a commentary channel, he finds clips, he reacts to them. He finds more clips, he compares them to other clips, and he reacts to them. It's a super basic idea, and he's nailed it. You know, he's doing really, really well, and I only wish the best for Jerry. Next up, we have Martial Arts Journey. Rokus, you're a legend, dude. I'm sorry, but the same as Sensei Seth, you had your original training platform, you changed it, you adopted this MMA or kickboxing or any of the formats which you've done, and you're not afraid to admit that you were wrong in the beginning, which I think is an amazing attribute, and I think you've done really, really well with your channel. Your recent stuff with Jesse Ankamp has been really, really funny, and I hope one day, next time you're in the UK, we get to train with you and film with you, because you're up there, buddy, so good work. Last but not least, we have Mr. Ramsey Dewey over in Shanghai, China, with 194,000 subscribers. Ramsey, who's famous for the kind of women's self-defense, piss-take breakdowns and reiterations, Joe Rogan mentioned him. He is a good friend of ours. We've done a couple of podcasts with him. We mention him in videos all the time. We like to, you know, drop his old accent in there and try and take the piss every now and again, but we've got nothing but respect for Ramsey. I think he's a fucking brilliant guy. I shouldn't swear when I'm talking about Ramsey Dewey, because, you know, he's a man of the cloth and all that. So, Ramsey, you're a good dude. Keep up the good work. And again, if ever you're in the UK, mate, hit us up. So there you have it. That is our list of the top MMA channels on YouTube. If you find any that you like, bang it in the comments below. We have missed off hundreds. I could go on for hours. There are some channels I really wanted to give honorable mentions to. You know, like I would have loved to have dropped in MMA on Point at nearly 900,000. Great team, really great videos, love it. I'd love to drop in Anatomy of a Fighter, and I love his videos. But again, here's how much time do we have in this video. So again, if you have any videos you want us to watch, bang it in the comments below. But for now, guys, from me, Joe, and Peaches, who's down there now, adios.